Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this very special event we have here. It's a little bit more cozy than being on YouTube. So thanks, everyone, for joining. And those of you who found out about it just recently, it's great. That means that you could be answering the call to join the Mystery School 2022-2023. My name is Sucharita, for those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome. We also have Lakshmi from Pillai Center and Radha, who is also from Pillai Center, helping out on the chat. And there have been a few weeks where we have been joined by Dr. Pillai, and he's been sharing all the good things about the Mystery School, as well as some of the Pillai Center teachers. And so we thought we would come together and talk about power times and how that relates to the journey of the Mystery School. So the experience that many of us have had over the years in these year-long programs with Dr. Pillai is that we have such grace and blessings to be in the right place at the right time, thinking, saying, and doing the right thing. And that means that we are aligned with the divine. So this Mystery School is all about how to align with the divine and then establish a divine mind. So our mindset is based on thoughts that we have had in the past, in past lives, and in this lifetime, all the areas of our life that we've messed up. And being on the journey with Dr. Pillai in the Mystery School is about being protected and being in alignment with super conscious beings. These beings who will help us to come out of our harms and hurdles because they have more intelligence. They have the ability to find ways out. That's what we want to do, is to try to find shortcuts or try to get a break, feel the mercy, feel the compassion. During these past couple of years, especially with the COVID lockdown for us here in Canada, it was really challenging. And it has been challenging for people from all different countries all around the world. So being on this journey with Dr. Pillai, he has been helping us to tune in to these divine beings, these power time beings who will help us to understand, okay, there may be things going on in the world, but here's the way out. Here's how you can navigate in your life so you're not stressed out, you're not fearful, you don't lose your job, or you do lose your job and you get a better one. So there's always going to be this understanding at such a deep soul felt level. We all want to know what our purpose, our soul's purpose is, and our soul's purpose is to get this higher teaching. So you're invited to find out about the Mystery School. Check those recordings out that have been posted to Pillai Center YouTube, as well as the Pillai Center page. You can see those, the viewing page, you can see those recordings there. And then you can be also writing into the Mystery School program's email, which Radha will post up here on the chat, or perhaps Lakshmi will, and share that with you, as well as the store post. So you can take a look at that now, or you could take a look at it a little bit later. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just share a little bit about the power times, because Lakshmi and Mohini are going to talk about different things that are going to be coming up as far as joining the prelude to the Mystery School, which is going to be called the Pentecostal 6 weeks program. So if you join the year-long Mystery School program 2022 to 2023, then you will be automatically included in that Pentecostal prelude or preview to the Mystery School. You can also take it separately, which a lot of people have done over the years. If there is a prelude to the Mystery School, they take that and all of a sudden miracles happen. And then they're able to join the Mystery School. So the Mystery School is a mystery. It will share with you the way that is going to be super easy, super calm, peaceful. It's going to clear up your relationships. It's going to clear up your health issues. It's going to clear up your finances. And how will that do? How will it do it? It's a mystery. So being in the mystery school, you're protected. You have these divine beings. You have a divine Wi-Fi connection with these divine beings. It's going to be starting on a beautiful time of the year where the gurus of all times on this earth plane and in other planes as well are beaming their intelligence into the earth plane. And then if we can align with that, we will get Guru's grace. So Guru Purnama means full moon, and Guru is the dispeller of darkness, or the teacher, the spiritual master that says, hey, there is a higher way out. So come on up and join this journey, and then get initiated into the path of these divine beings. And then they will open up that consciousness inside of us that has a divine Wi-Fi connection, a divine mind. And it will align us with the energies to bring abundance, prosperity, get on a spiritual path for a whole year. So many people say, well, I don't know if I can commit to a whole year. And I've said that too, and I can't believe how fast the time flies. So there are different modules that you can take a look at. Again, what we want to focus on today is on the power time. So it starts out with the Pentecostal program. The Holy Spirit is going to be coming in and moving through us. It's going to help us to clear out any negativity. It's going to help us to create that focus, that intelligence, miracle consciousness. So then we have the confidence and the competence to be doing the right thing and to come out of our harms and hurdles. So that is going to be starting on June 5th. So that's the first power time. If you can join that, and then you feel like, oh, I want to jump into the mystery school, all you need to do is write in and let us know. And we will get you in there, because we know that the people who are ready to join Dr. Pillai, to be a part of this mystery school journey, have evolved to that level where they have run into Dr. Pillai, and for some reason they are here and they know, regardless of if they can afford it or not, if it fits into their budget or not, they just know they have to be there. So you may be one of them, or many of them, which is great. So we're here to just guide you and to encourage you to answer the call. It's your soul's calling. It's your soul's purpose. So when you follow that, then everything else just seems to fall into place, regardless, again, of whatever is happening. We had a tornado here in Toronto, in my neighborhood, and big, huge trees came down and smashed cars, smashed roofs of houses. It happened so quickly. And a tree came down in my backyard and missed the house by about 10 feet. And I know that it was the protection of the divine, because it just came out of nowhere and you cannot stop it. So these kinds of things that have happened, even during COVID, people have lost jobs, but then gained more fulfilling, more rewarding jobs or positions, or started up businesses. And that's out of this world. Like, you can't do that normally. Or we would hear that, oh my goodness, people have been sick and they've died. And yes, that has happened in my life. However, it has been, well, at that level of understanding, that the divine wanted to take that person, and that soul needed to go on that journey. And so you're at peace and you're at comfort. You feel comforted by knowing, being in the mystery school, you feel like, okay, it was their time. And then you can pray. Praying for the world is what a lot of spiritual people want to do, but they don't know if it's going to get delivered to the divine, and also how it's going to impact their lives. So the mystery school has so many gifts that keep on giving. And then it helps to guide us to have a more fulfilling, joyous journey, regardless of what's going on, natural calamities, or the war-torn countries. And we feel like our prayers do get into that realm of divine beings who are looking at us. So we have to know when to tune into them. So after Guru Purnima, which is going to be the full moon in July, then we go into, as part of the Mystery School journey, we will be getting into Ganesha's birthday. And it's a huge celebration, not just by the Indian tradition, but all around the world. Lots of different traditions celebrate Ganesha. So Ganesha is an elephant-headed being. He has a pot belly, he rides a mouse, and he has the ability to give us success. So celebrating his birthday, Ashram and Pillai Center always do something for everyone who wants to participate in those remedies, those services that are honoring that great being who will give us this ability to come out of harms and hurdles, find easy way out, and then also help us to feel joyous and help us to stay on our spiritual path and move that Kundalini energy up to the third eye. So he will give us super intelligence, and he will help to sustain that opening of the third eye. So there's an image of Ganesha. You can see to the right of me, that's my right. And there's 3 elephants, and they are all in one. And elephant is also a very special being here on the earth plane and on other planes as well. And in that realm of Ganesha, he has these von economo neurons that get activated in our brains when we connect to him, and he gives us tremendous compassion. So he gives us compassion for ourselves, for others, and he helps us to endure things that we never thought we could, because he does it really quick. So the endurance is there. We have to, oh my goodness, this is so terrible, I have to go through it. But it seems like, oh, it didn't seem so terrible after all. It moved very quickly. So that's Ganesha. That's his birthday, Ganesha Chaturthi. It's on the 4th waxing moon in August or September. And then we will move into this time where we can honor the goddesses during Navaratri. So the goddesses traditionally are Lakshmi, or Durga the first 3 nights, Lakshmi the second 3 nights, and Saraswati the last 3 nights. And then there's a final victory dance for intelligence and light coming into the earth plane. So the goddesses are here. So there's Lakshmi in the middle, then we have Durga on the right, and then Saraswati on the left. So these beings are going to awaken material consciousness in us, prosperity consciousness. They're the mothers. They want us to have everything. They want us to have beautiful homes and cars and beautiful relationships, good health and well-being, intelligence. They give us education. They protect us. So Durga gives energy and protection. Lakshmi gives prosperity, and everything that represents happiness on the earth plane is Lakshmi. She's the money goddess. And then she also will give us a little piece of heaven on earth that we can experience from within. Everything is experienced from within, and we feel worthy, and we get rid of scarcity consciousness, poverty consciousness, and we have the energy and the intelligence to be in the right place at the right time. And we go, wow, that's a miracle. Everything just worked out so beautifully. So aligning with these goddesses are going to give us that protection and energy, prosperity, enlightenment. And then Saraswati gives us creativity. She helps us to dance to music and get involved in arts and appreciation of arts, and also help us with our education and the education of the children around the world. So phonemic intelligence is something that Dr. Pillai introduced many, many years ago, and he has been dedicated to bringing super intelligence to every human being on the earth plane. So being a part of the Mystery School, we get to be a part of that journey where we can participate in uplifting humanity by helping out or donating, sponsoring to the different programs that are helping kids to be more intelligent and have more nutrition and have that ability to teach their community how to come up in life. So it gives hope. So the hope centers are something that Dr. Pillai and many people have been sponsoring over the years, and that's through Tripura Foundation. And so when we know that there is a gift that we can give to others who we don't even know, we can help the elderly, we can help those who are handicapped in any way, we can help those who are really underprivileged. They just don't have a hope. And so we can give them whatever it is that we can do as part of the mystery school. And then also whenever there are times where we could maybe give umbrellas during the hot season so that they can have some shade, sandals, so things like that that we don't even think about because we have it here in the West and everybody has all that in their closet. So, and easy access to it to protect themselves. So when we do something to uplift humanity, then we know the mystery school is doing something to help us to fulfill our soul's journey in this lifetime, which is to be giving food, clothing, shelter, medicine, education. How do we do that? Where do we do that? It's easy. You just go on to tripurafoundation.org and then you click, and all of a sudden, when you do your donation, something guides you, you do it, and then you feel like, I'm empowered. So that's what power time is. It's the window of time that opens up inside of you, and you are intuitively drawn, or you're energetically drawn to go do that thing because it's something you must do at that point in time. And it erases tremendous amounts of karma. It erases all that stubborn stuff that has been going on in your mind, ratcheting it away, that in a way that you feel like you cannot come out of it. So I was talking to Radha Peru, who is somewhat of a director of the Mystery School. As for Dr. Pillai, she has been helping everyone over these years to get the most out of the Mystery School. And she said the Mystery School for her, and I concurred, was like, sometimes we feel like we're stuck in mud and we're just clumping around with our feet. But then being in the Mystery School, it's like, oh, you just have to lift your feet out of those boots that you're clumping around in, stuck in the mud, and then you're on good grounds. So it helps you to lift out of those sticky, mucky situations so you don't feel like, I can't move, I can't go anywhere, and woe is me. All of a sudden, you're just you're on land, you're on solid ground, and you're hitting the ground running. You're like, whoa, how did that happen? So it really is a mystery. And these goddesses during Navaratri, the 9 nights of the goddesses, which you will be a part of being in the Mystery School, you will understand how those goddesses are protecting you, guiding you, giving you energy, giving you intelligence, giving you prosperity, that it's unending prosperity, meaning that it's across the board. You don't even know when the end of it is. So it's not just a little pinhole at the end of the tunnel. The whole, it's blown open. It's the light, the love, the super consciousness that is there for you, and the joy. So the goddesses during the 9 nights, those are going to be, that whole ceremony is going to be, or celebration is going to be something that Dr. Pillai will initiate everyone into who's in the Mystery School, and also who will be participating. Maybe that's something you will do if you can't join the Mystery School. These are the power times that you want to be alert about, and you want to be aware about, and you want to dive in and then change that human mind, that limited mind, that karmic mind, that stuck in the mud mind, into a divine mind. And that's the miracles. So we have one more power time, which is Skanda Shasti, and that's Muruga. And Muruga's brother is Ganesha. So Ganesha removes the obstacles, Muruga opens the third eye. So Ganesha's energy is in the base of the spine, or in the belly, and it moves up through the chakras, and then it gets into the third eye. But who sustains it is Lord Muruga. So Lord Muruga gets rid of your karma with his veil, which is a lance or a spear that represents an image that you can merge with. It's like a key that unlocks the secret of your subtle body. And so there are 6 chakras, main chakras in the body, and Lord Muruga is all about opening up those chakras, and also the 6 parts of your brain. So how to get into a divine brain is by connecting with Lord Muruga during Skanda Shasti. So Shasti means 6. Skanda is a name for Lord Muruga, 6-headed Muruga, and which represents the 6 chakras, also the 6 parts of your brain. So you're full on, you're fully charged, you're fully alert. There is no negativity that gets into you. So anyone who is going through any kind of harms or hurdles or disease, litigation, suffering, any kind of negativity of the body, mind, or soul, he gets rid of that. So he'll protect you with that veil as your backbone and brain in your subtle body. So Dr. Pillai will initiate you into opening up the third eye because he has the connection to Lord Muruga. So that's it for the Power Time announcement. And those are the main Power Times. There may even be more. Dr. Pillai has always shared throughout the whole year of the Mystery School all the different ways in which you can start to energize your consciousness, your super consciousness, get into a higher state of being, get into a super intelligent state of being. And when you're in that state, your light, your love, you are divine and you feel it and you know it. And it's not something that you can really explain. It's just that all of a sudden you turn or you turn on your phone and you are speaking to someone, or you get the right thing that's happening at the right time. And then you think, oh my God, this is a miracle. Oh my God, this is a miracle. Oh my God, this is a miracle. So the Mystery School is a miracle every moment. And so many people who keep continuing on the journey with Dr. Pillai in the Mystery School get energized during these power times that only happen once a year. And then that's the window or the doorway that you walk through. But how do you get there is through the grace of Guru. So Guru Purnima, first power time, second power time, Ganesha's birthday, Ganesha Chaturthi. Then we have the goddesses during Navaratri. And then we have Skanda Shasti for opening up the third eye, protecting you from any kind of negativity. Deaths, diseases, litigation, suffering, people who have gone through divorces or any kind of lawsuit. Muruga has found a way out with his brother leading the way, Ganesha, and he removes the obstacles so you can experience success. So lots of different techniques will be shared with Dr. Pillai. All these tools, these spiritual tools will start to come alive even more. So if you've been around for a while, like I have the past 25 or I think it's 27 years, and when Dr. Pillai introduced me to these different divine beings, I didn't know what they could do to my mind. I didn't know what they could do to my body. I didn't know what they could do to my soul. So the journey really started when I jumped into the Mystery School, because every day there are remedies being done. There are all these temple remedies that are being done on our behalf. We get these yantras, these beautiful yantras with our birth chart inscribed in this copper plate. And then that gets energized with all our birth information, where the planets are and where the stars are. There's going to be so much support for you in finding out what it is that your soul's purpose is during this point in time in your life. So there are so many more things that we can talk about. However, that will be shared in other Mystery School calls. So I'll leave it at that. What I'd like to do is to invite you to ask your questions about the Mystery School, if you have any specific ones, or you can take a look at the store post that the link was posted there on chat, and then let us know. So there's an email. Again, Radha, if you could post it here on the chat, that would be super fabulous. And just to remind everybody that they can take a look at the email and send in your request. You know what? I don't have anything. I don't have any money. I really, really want to join the Mystery School. How can I do that? And Dr. Pillai will be the one who's telling you in your soul, go ask, and you shall be given. It's not just something that was written in the Bible. So Dr. Pillai always shares that ask is a mantra. If you don't ask, you won't get. So please do. The Radha has posted it, the link to the Mystery School, and it's on the chat right now. And then you can find out more about it. Someone will be giving you a call back, or they'll send you an email and say, hey, what's your situation? And let us know what you want to do as far as joining the Mystery School this year. And who knows, there may be miracles where in your life, you asking, it opens the door. It might be some of these divine beings saying, hey, I want you to connect with me during this year, and then help you to either come up with it, the amount that it is every month. You can see on this store post, and then find out a little bit more about what stands between you and God. As Dr. Pillai shares, I'm here to teach you that you are literally God. And when I met Dr. Pillai all those years ago, I said, okay, I get it. We do everything that we're supposed to do as, good citizens in this lifetime. And we come across these harms and hurdles. And he said, the only way out is the way in. And you've got to realize that you are God. And I was like, oh my God, that just blew my mind. So to realize, to be God realized, is that you really connect with these divine beings who are already that intelligence inside of us, that super intelligence, our soul's intelligence. So we want to feed our soul to satisfy it. And then it quench its thirst as well. So people always say, what's my soul's purpose? Who's my soul mate? Or what's the best job that I need? So there'll be all that guidance will be coming through the Mystery School. And it's the perfect time because we're in a really unsettled, uncertain time that we're living in. The past 2 years have really given us this big question mark, what is going to happen? So we don't want to be living in fear or anxiety or depression or confusion and not finding that solution to our problems. And then people want to experience miracles, and you definitely will. So many of us have so many miracles. I could write a whole encyclopedia, 27 volumes of it. So in my life, and it's endless, because once you're aligned with the divine, your mind can only be lit up with super intelligent thoughts that you don't even know that you're going to think, or you don't even know that are going to happen. And then all of a sudden, the right person calls you to give support, as Lakshmi and Radha did for me today. So thank you so much. And then also Radha Paru had a call with me and said, hey, listen, you've been around for a while, please go out and share what you have done over the years, over the quarter of a century, and with Dr. Pillai, and invite people to come and participate. And my whole heart, my whole body, my whole mind, my divine mind is really reaching out and saying, hey, if I can do it, then you can too. So please do, even if you think I have nothing to offer, then write in and say why you want to be in the Mystery School, and you never know what could happen. So there are people who have been one of their remedies, in maybe a naughty remedy, or maybe a remedy that Dr. Pillai has asked them to do for their soul's journey, is to help to sponsor people. So I don't know if that's going to be happening in the Mystery School, if there will be any people who are guided to do that. They could be helping people to get into programs, into the Mystery School. So there's the fundamental level and the premier level. Again, you can read all about that. So what Dr. Pillai wants us to do is to have all the powers of all the gods. So these are these power times. These are these windows of opportunity that happen over maybe a couple of days, or 6 days or 9 days. This, according to the power times, that you will be able to participate in celebrating these beings and connecting with them. You become them. So when we go to their parties, we become part of that energy. And we feel the blessings, and we come away from it going, oh my goodness, now I know I'm being guided. Now I know what obstacles can be removed, what that feels like, what kind of obstacles have been removed and will continue to be removed without a doubt. So we don't want to just be optimistic and hope it all works out. This is a science, a divine science. And Dr. Pillai has shown us, open the door, show up, open the door, and come on in. So Dr. Pillai is simply here to guide you until such time that you realize the truth in your body, your mind, and all your activities. And what stands between you and God, Dr. Pillai shares, is your humanness. It says you're limited, you're ignorant, you're ignoring that you're God. You're ignoring that fact. So humanness is pervaded by the inability to know the nature of reality, the truth. So you're going to create the divine mind with the help of all these beings during these times where they're right there, readily available. And Dr. Pillai, Guru's grace, is going to be guiding you right from Guru Purnima, and all gurus across all traditions, all religions, all cultures are going to be shining the light on everyone. So there are millions of gods and millions of angels and millions of gurus or spiritual masters who are helping our souls to evolve. So you'll feel this protection, you'll feel this guidance, you'll feel this joy, you'll feel like, oh my God, I don't know how I was recreated out of coming out of all these harms and hurdles. Beautiful relationships with your family, your co-workers, if you haven't experienced that. People who have passed away, your ancestors, won't be bothering you anymore, because there will be part of the mystery school is to honor the ancestors on your behalf. So all these things that's just beyond the mind, it's beyond human intelligence, it's beyond human knowledge or technology. Science and technology is so limited compared to what can happen when we call on the gurus during Guru Purnima. We call on Ganesha during his birthday. We call on the goddesses during Navaratri, and we call on Murugan during Skanda Shasti. So with that, I will take some questions if there are any, and I hope this has been helpful for you. So Radha, if you could just open the line, or Lakshmi, if you would like to jump in and share anything that you feel would be pertinent for this group today, that would be super awesome.
What a wonderful overview, and how exciting, Sucharita. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, I'm very excited for people, because as you know, Lakshmi, I thought, how am I going to get into the mystery school all those years? And it happened. So the money comes, or the opportunity comes for you to participate. And that's what the message is, that these divine beings are already there, and they may be pinging us from the inside saying, just ask.
Yeah, exactly. And there's so much that can happen with pure faith, like Babaji teaches. And that's so important. And just, everything that you clarified with the power times is also just like, we're going to be together for a full year, all these amazing power times guided by Dr. Pillai. That's what's so distinguishing about this program, is that we have him for the full year. And this time in this program, it's the first time we're actually giving more than one empowerment for a power time, because every year we never know how much he's going to teach or not teach, right? Like every year he's cutting back on the other courses that he does throughout the year. Like in 2020, he did a lot of courses, probably because he was in one place and he was feeling really compelled to help the world. And then in 2021, he did less. And then in 2022, I suspect he's already done less. Like he didn't do a new Akshaya Tritiya this year. He didn't do a new Vedic New Year, right? Like, so every year that's just going to go lower and lower. So what we have and what he's committing to, the only thing he's committing to for a whole year is mystery school. And we do have these 2 levels. And then we even have the Pentecost 6-week program, which for anyone who can't afford to put themselves into the main mystery school course. And then here's a little secret to for folks that no one else knows yet, that we will be introducing a much lower price year-long program in June, right? So Sucharita knows a little bit about this, but we haven't told the public yet, and we're not going to because we don't actually want to confuse anything or anybody. But just so you all know, because you're here because you've been dedicated and we love you and you're part of this amazing community. But if anyone is really wanting to get into mystery school and feel like it's so out of their budget at this moment, then you're encouraged to join the Pentecost program. There's 2 different options there. You can join just the day with Dr. Pillai for June 5th, which is about $100, and then, or the 6-week program, which you'll get the whole thing. So there's that. And then later on in June, we'll be announcing a year-long course that will pretty much be taking last year's mystery school and incorporating some more power time practices with Sucharita for the year. So you'll hear more about that, but just so you don't feel left out, like, oh my gosh, mystery school is so out of range for me. We are having, we are planning to include everybody in another type of program. It's not going to be mystery school, but it will be a year-long course, and it will be with prior years mystery school teaching. So don't lose hope, have your faith. But if mystery school is within your budget or right around your budget, like Sucharita said, write into us. We have folks who are willing to have phone calls with you to see what your needs are, what your goals are, and how we can help fit that into whatever type of program Pillai Center is rolling out this year. We feel so strongly that this is such a pivotal year for people, and that Dr. Pillai is making himself and his energy available in such a compassionate way that we don't want to leave anyone out of our community, out of this, this year long that's starting on Guru Purnima. So, and Sucharita will be there teaching and guiding. And so and other Pillai Center teachers that Dr. Pillai selects. So it will be a very exciting time. And as Dr. Pillai has been talking about in his webinars, so much is happening, all this tumultuous times, but his protection, and what Sucharita said, his protection is what matters. And we've had so many people over the past 2 years tell us, yes, there's a lot going on in the world, but my life has been protected, So, and that's where we just want to open our container and our arms to make sure everyone in the community really feels loved and included, and we'll be continuing to do that. So, and if you have any suggestions or questions, write into us, write into the office. You can schedule a 15-minute consult with somebody. That's on the website. I believe that's on the Mystery School sales page. So if you're really wanting to reach out and find out what's right for you, we're making that available. But for right now, if you want to be inside of a program, then it would be either Mystery School, either level, or the Pentecost. And then later on in June, we'll talk more about a year-long program that will start in July.
Well, thank you so much, Lakshmi. And I just wanted to share with everyone that there's programs concierge at PillaiCenter.com is the email that I was given to by Radha Paru. So maybe Radha, if you could post that onto the chat, that would be great. So it's programs concierge at PillaiCenter.com or office at PillaiCenter.com if that's easier for everybody. So I'm I don't see any questions, or is there anything on the chat that I wasn't able to see there, Radha or Lakshmi?
Nope, no questions so far.
Okay, well, I am going to be asking Dr. Pillai to give us his grace, his blessings for those people who are here, are going to watch this recording later on. And please do share it with your friends. And then I will do this elementalization. It's called Avatar Arti, meaning that it's going to wake up the 5 elements inside of us. It's going to align us with Dr. Pillai in miracles. give us this super intelligence, give us this experience of a divine mind, and connect us to these beings who will awaken the ability to remove obstacles, to give us that fullness, that Purnamada, which is you're full, like the full moon, and your mind is lit up and it's enjoying the Kundalini energy at the top of your skull, and all your neurons in your brain are firing up, and you feel so compassionate and so merciful for yourself and for others. And then the divine says, okay, you're all lit up. The goddesses are going to be blessing you, giving you lots of material, creative, abundant consciousness, so you're energized. And then you're going to feel your third eye maybe opening with Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings, Lord Muruga. So these power time beings are not just going to be ready when it's their time to come into the earth plane. You can be working on them or working with them to awaken that energy, that consciousness inside of you right now. So the avatar arti is the Mula mantra. Radha will post the mantra, or maybe Lakshmi will on the chat, and then you can definitely do this on your own and pray. Ask. Dr. Pillai says prayer is power. So if you want to feel empowered, if you want to come out of victim consciousness or scarcity consciousness or poverty consciousness, that's how you do it, is you call on Guru's grace, and then that will guide you and the doors will open. So God bless you. I'm going to close out with the Avatar RT, and then we will see you tomorrow during the webinar with Lakshmi and Mohini. And that is going to be through Pillai Center YouTube. Dr. Pillai is going to be joining and initiating people. So it's free. Please do join tomorrow, Sunday. And I believe it's at 1 p.m. Is it Eastern Daylight Savings Time? Please, somebody give that.
It's going to be noon Eastern.
Noon Eastern. Okay, so 9 a.m. Pacific time and then noon Eastern time, Sunday. So we'll see you there. All right. Thanks everyone for joining. God bless, and we'll see some of you, maybe a lot of you, in the Mystery School. Namaste.
Om my Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shri Brizzy Swaha Om my Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shri Brizzy Swaha Om my Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shri Brizzy Swaha Om my Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shri Brizi Swaha. Om Mai Hri Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shri Brizi Swaha.
Thank you again for joining, and we'll see you in the Mystery School. Namaste.